Alright, so we're going to introduce the ground reference maneuvers for commercial now. So the first one we're going to do is going to be the steep spiral. Main thing on the steep spiral we want to keep in mind is we have to recover this no lower than 1500 AGL. So step one is going to be climbing to an altitude that's going to allow us to do this maneuver without going below 1500 AGL. We have to do 3 360s. Plan to lose between 600 and 800 feet per revolution, depending on how steep our bank is. The more bank we have, the less lift we have. Other conditions will impact that as well. But if you want to turn your brain off and not have to worry about it, you can just climb to 3,000 above. So let's say, for example, here the field elevation is about 500. We would say we want to recover by 2,000. So I'd bug 2,000, and then we would climb to 2,500 to 3,500, 2,500 to 3,000 above that. So that's for today. Let's go up to 4,500. We'll go 2,500 above. See where that gets us. And put it on autopilot real quick, and we can kind of talk through this.
We're doing 4,000, right?
4,500. We want to recover by 2,000.
Okay.
If we lose 600 to 800 feet a minute, we can expect, should finish somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So the steep spiral, ACS standards, we want to be plus or minus 10 on airspeed, so we're going to be pitching for 80. Can't exceed 60 degrees of bank. And then we're going to be spiraling over a fixed point, so that, we're practicing for, let's say we lose our engine or have some type of emergency and we want to do an emergency type descent over a fixed area, fixed point, we're going to stay over that. So we'll fly up a little bit, we'll get turned around, and then we'll find something to spiral on top of. So, again, we're going to do 3 360s. We'll bug the heading we start on. As we do each revolution, we're going to clear our engine, so we're just going to bring up the throttle about halfway, then right back down. As we're spiraling, as our ground speed increases, so is our bank. Okay. And as our ground speed decreases, our bank is going to decrease. If there's not much wind or no wind, then it's going to be pretty constant all the way down. Today we have a pretty good wind, so we'll be able to adjust that bank accordingly. I would also oftentimes expect, like on a stage check or check ride, an emergency to follow this right after. Sometimes you might even get engine failure over an airfield like this, and the idea is they want you to steep spiral over it, so kind of be looking for that. So actually a good one would be, we've got this airport right here. We don't really ever land at it, but there's very little traffic at it, so we could go do a steep spiral over it, and then even kind of set up like we're going to enter the downwind after we get out of the spiral. So let's start heading towards that airport. We're going to want to come in a little bit north of it, and then we'll enter into the headwind, and then start spiraling. Does that make sense? Air traffic 526, we're about 8 miles northwest. We'll be doing a steep spiral out of 4,500 over Airport East. Air traffic. Go ahead. So looking for 80 here. Trim for it, good. And then once you're ready, go ahead and start us on that bank. And then bank it. Rebug your heading there, 230, we'll call it.
So it's 60 max.
Yep.
But how much?
30 to 45 usually. Perfect.
Lancaster traffic, Cessna 733 November Bravo, turning crosswind. Runway 13, touch and go, Lancaster.
Okay, so you see now we're in that downwind, so we're going to tighten up that bank.
I feel like I'm not.
Yeah, tighten it up.
Tighten it up?
Yep, we're in the downwind right now, so we want a steeper bank. Otherwise we're going to get blown over the point. As we come out of this, we'll shallow it out so we can get closer to it. Coming up on our first 360 here, so get ready to clear your engine. It's going to look just like this. I'll do the first one. Up to 2,000, right back down.
Downwind, runway.
Now shallow your bank out here.
Park County, Warrior 4326, Foxtrot 3 miles west. We'll be crossing the field left downwind 18, Park County.
Good. Now as we get back in that downwind, tighten it up again. Yeah, just like that. Alright, so we've done almost 2 revolutions. We've lost about 1,500 feet. Get ready to clear. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Good. Get back into the headwind, so shallow it out some here. We're almost finished with it. We got 300 feet to go, so you're good. Keep going all the way through.
I got your traffic, Cessna 733 November Bravo, turning left base, runway 13.
No. Yeah, okay, you're good. Now I just want you to set us up like we were going to land there.
Left downwind, 1A, Park County.
Airpark East is 526. Do you want to simulate engine out over the field? Airpark East.
So I guess I should land on 1-3, because that's into the headwind, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to come down here on the downwind.
Stall.
Left downwind.
Airpark East is 526 over the field 2000. Get me entering left downwind 13. Simulated engine out. Airpark East. Yep, and then now we're just using the best ADM for, or using your ADM for power management getting down to the field. So flaps, whatever you need to do.
I'm just going to do power off 180 basically.
Yep.
I'm going to be right at TPA, right when I'm a beam, essentially.
Yep. This looks really good. Just take your time with it. It's a short runway, so it's going to look kind of deceiving.
Yeah. So I was just trying to get a look, not turn.
You're good.
Parker County traffic, 734 Yankees.
Just clearing your engine.
For 17.
It's a short runway. Are we actually landing?
No.
County, order 4326 Foxtrot.
Airpark East is 526 left base 13 Airpark East. I actually did my emergency scenario at this airport on my check ride.
Did you land?
No. Airpark East is 526 final 13 low approach only Airpark East. I was pretty much doing exactly what you're doing right now, because I came in a little bit high. Oh yeah, we're going to make this. All right, go ahead and go around. Airpark East is 526 going around. Not nice. First Steve Spiral got all the way to the ground with no power. So that's why we do those, right? Steve Spiral simulating over somewhere we want to land, and then we're just going to use that energy to get us right down to the field and land safely. I think you would have nailed that. Alright, so let's fly northbound. Now we're going to do 8s on pylons. Alright, so I'll set us up and demo the first one, and then I'll let you take over. Sound good? Alright, my controls. So while I'm doing this, I'll let you get your checklist out. On the back of the checklist, there's a pivotal altitude section. Let's look at that.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, so pivotal altitude. That table's in there to help you out, but it's going to be ground speed squared divided by 11.3 plus your field elevation. So we're going to get in the downwind first, and then we're going to figure out where our ground speed is. Got a pretty good tailwind today, so it's going to be something along, we want to be about 100 indicated as well when we do this. Alright, so at 100 indicated, we're about 98, 115. Just call it 115 for our ground speed. What does that equate to for the approximate pivotal?
1130.
Alright, so we'll take 1130. We'll add that to our field elevation, 531. So what's that going to be?
1660.
And so we'll round up to what? Let's call it 1700?
Yeah.
now we want to be 45 left of the downwind. So our downwind is about 020, roughly. So what's 45 left of that going to be?
45 left of it?
Yep.
Like going into the left? I guess you're heading with like 3-4.
335, yeah.
335.
Cool. So now we'll get set up on that heading. Now from here, we're going to do 2 turns around pylons, right? And a lot of people confuse this with the turnaround at point. We're not going to be adjusting our bank angle on this. We're managing our distance from it via our ground speed. So power is not going to be touched. Bank we're not going to touch unless we're just getting tossed around and like I get taken from a 20 to 30 degree bank. I'm going to bring it back to 20. Yeah. So subtle changes on bank. Otherwise, for the most part, it's going to be pretty. We're getting beat up down here. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty similar bank. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we can either pick a pylon in front of us, or what I like to do, I just get right into it. I'll just bank over 30 degrees and pick a pylon that's on the ground. So we're going to do, I'm at about 100 knots here, so I'm going to bank over 30, and I've got this little lake right here. So I've got that lake. So now if my wing gets behind it like it is now, I'm going to push down to increase my ground speed until I catch up to it. Again, maintaining the same bank approximate. As I come up on the second half of this turn, you're going to see that I'm going to need to pitch up some as my wing gets in front of it, so I stay on that pylon. And then now I'm just pitching up and down, back and forth, just to keep my wing on that pylon the entire time. So as my ground speed changes, I'm adjusting my pitch. We're going to go for 270 degrees around this pylon, and then we're going to fly straight for about 8 seconds and pick another one. So you see it getting behind me a little bit, so I'm just going to pitch up, slow the plane down, level off now that we've caught it, keep that bank going, and about 060, I'm at 270. So I'm going to fly for about 8 seconds, and we're going to do the same thing. 5, 6. I actually see a pond right off here, my wing right here. So I'm just going to wait till my wing gets over that. And then banking 30. Same thing here, the beginning of this, I'm going to have to pitch down momentarily to catch up to it. Just keeping it right off my wing the entire time. That light shield, glare shield. Just making incremental changes, pitching up and pitching down to keep my wing right on it. I'm going to come through, and then we're going to end on the same heading we started on. So the first turn's a 270 left, and then we're going to do a right turn back to our original heading. And then really the only ACS standards here is stay coordinated, which can be a little bit challenging when we're getting tossed around like this. Push it down some. Come out of it. And then now, if we want to do this again, that first pylon should be right off our wing to the left. You see it down there?
Is it that one?
Yeah. Right there. Cool. All right, so we're about 45 left of the downwind here. Yeah. So another thing on the pylon, we don't want to pick something that's too far away either. So some people will say like you can either just bank down 30 and pick what's right there. You could also pick something just right off your stall strip. That's usually a good indication of something that's not too close and not too far away.
I think this patch of trees right here is going to be pretty good.
All right.
it is.
Oh, yeah. So now we're a little bit, the pylon's in front of us, so you're going to want to pitch down to catch it.
Yeah.
Started this with a pretty high power setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it pitched down some. In front of us. Yeah, we started this with too high of a power setting. Let's try again.
Alright.
Not to overspeed the prop. Alright, so we started that high too. So let's get 1700, get back on our 45 of downwind. No need to rush getting into it.
Does the bank have to be exactly 30?
No.
Or is it like...
No.
Oh, okay, so I was just banking 30.
No. It's just you can bank 30. I think the only rule here is don't exceed 45 degrees of bank.
Oh. Okay, I had a misunderstanding of the banking rule.
Yeah, bank don't exceed 40 degrees.
Alright, I'm about to use this box home beneath me. Can I see it right there?
I'll see it when you bank.
There we go.
Right there.
Okay, pitch down for it. I feel like our wing just dipped pretty far over. You gotta correct it back.
Oh, did I?
Yep. There you go.
Oh.
You want to keep your wing on that point pretty much the entire time. So if that wing you have a wing drop from wind.
I guess there's my turnout point, right?
Yep.
1, 3, 5. I guess I'll use those power lines. Those bunch.
Go a little bit further. Go a little bit further.
Okay.
See like the corner of this neighborhood right here?
Yeah.
Use that.
Okay.
Wait till you get wing all the way over it. Now bank to it. Good. Now push forward to get your wing right on the tip of it. There you go. Now we're catching up to it. Really good adjustments right here though. Looks good. I really love this tower right here.
Yeah. That would not be good.
Alright, we're 500 feet above it though, it's alright. Pitch down a little bit more.
I roll out on my
Original heading.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, now where's our original pylon out?
Box home.
Yeah, it's over there, I see it. What happened there, we didn't come out at 270, we probably went all the way to like 320 or 330 or so.
Yeah.
So, alright though. Much better job staying on the pylon now, we just gotta work on the roll out there. Alright, let's head back to Addison. Turn these off, we'll try again tomorrow.
Alrighty.